Hello, everybody, and welcome to our next episode of Never Walk Alone. I'm your host, Kayla Moniz, and please welcome our guest for today, former UCC student, keeper on the soccer team, reach for the top, co-captain, and head steward, but I'm pretty sure that was just a side hobby that went along with it, so why mention it? Uche Ochuba, how are you today, sir?
I'm good, Caleb. Good to see you again. Good to be back as good as we can have it.
Excellent. Well, thanks for agreeing to come back to speak to us. We really do appreciate it. So I'll jump right into it. You're currently a student at Stanford, which I'm curious, why did you pick such an unprestigious institution? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. But really, how is life post UCC?
how's it's good. It's good. It's busy, taking a pretty hectic course load, but I'm keeping it under wraps and managing. Um, yeah, and UCC was always super busy, so I feel like during the school year I was kind of used to it.
Right.
So yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I'm enjoying it as much as I can with online school. I'm at home in Caledon, so pretty close to Toronto. But yeah, I'm just here doing my thing.
Great. I'm glad to hear it. So I know that COVID came around and it's impacted everybody's schedules, but were you able to do anything fun over the summer?
Yeah. So when the restrictions started sort of coming down, we were able to go to the beach in early September, socially distanced, of course. And yeah, so we drove a few hours, and we just went to the beach. Yeah, we drove west. So yeah, that was a fun time. It's a good day, and the weather was great, and yeah, that's that.
Great. I'm glad to hear it. So you mentioned previously about all the courses that you've got yourself into. So what are you taking?
So I'm doing a math course, so a calculus course basically, and in kind of intro engineering physics course. I'm doing this writing course, writing and reading English type course. So and the readings for that have been pretty interesting. We've been reading like Chomsky, watching some like Kubrick films as well. So it's pretty like varied. But yeah, that's been good. And finally, I'm taking Econ 1. I was a history guy at UCC, so I bet Mr. Grimm will be proud to know that I finally know what a dead weight loss is. So.
Very well. Well, that's great. I'm glad to see that you're really getting yourself into all these courses. I'm glad to see that they're working out so well. So I know that universities, on top of all the courses, have a lot of extracurriculars that you'd be able to get yourself into. What I know that as well, none of them could possibly even hope to equate to reach for the top. But do them really come close?
Yeah, so I've been involved in a few. I did Quiz Bowl, which is kind of like what they have in America, their sort of trivia competition. I must say though, it is like a lot less interesting. Like they ask way fewer questions, like there's way less buzzer races. The questions are like really hard, so a lot of them you don't even get. So way less exciting. Nothing can beat Reach.
Right.
But yeah, also I've been kind of involved in the Stanford and government uh, group. So they've brought in like all different kinds of speakers recently. People like Ta-Nehisi Coates. I got to ask him a question, speak to him a bit. Bill Clinton would have been on campus, but we hosted him kind of through Zoom as well, and also Andrew Yang. So those are some interesting speakers for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I know that Ta-Nehisi Coates, he's actually been recommended, some of his books, like Between the World and Me, have been recommended by reporters. So I'm sure a lot of, it's quite the big name. So I know it's great to hear that you're integrating so well into Stanford. But what's next for Uche Ochuba? Do you have any major plans for the future?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to major in. I have like a few different ideas, like kind of all across the entire spectrum. Like I've thought about like maybe poli-sci or econ or even something like applied math or engineering minor potentially. So yeah, I'm just trying to take the course, just take a bunch of different courses, see what they're all like, try to figure out what I'm going to do. And yeah, that's just taking it one day, 1 week at a time.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Stanford is in California, home of the Los Angeles Lakers, former defending champs. However, you went to UCC, which is in Toronto. Will you or will you not succumb to peer pressure and continue and support the LA Lakers? Are you a diehard Toronto Raptors fan? And there's only one right answer.
Is that even a question? Okay, like Raptors till I die, obviously.
Of course,
No
of course. Well done. Air high five. There you go. Okay, well, thanks, Uche. I just have one more question for you, and that's if there was any piece of advice that you could give to a UCC student right now, what would that piece of advice be?
I would say, well, first of all, guys, stay safe for sure. It like legitimately is a hectic time, one of the craziest times in our lives. So just make sure you're staying safe, guys. That's obviously the most important. I would say, especially for younger guys that are going into the IB, pick courses that interest you because you're going to be with them for 2 years. I know all your teachers probably say this, but like really pick things that interest you, because even if you feel like you have to or should pick one course, in the end, it usually doesn't matter too much. So just go for what you like and just stick to it. Take care of yourself, work hard, and yeah, just try to do as many things as you like while you're at UCC, because I think I'll always remember it as one of the most formative experiences in my life. And it was a ton of fun. It really was.
Well, Uche, that's all the time we have, but thank you for coming to speak to us, and good luck in university, although I know that you don't need it. And thanks as well to our audience for joining us today. If you have any other former UCC teachers, UCC students, or UCC people in general that you would like to see interviewed, please get in touch with me at kaelem.moniz@ucc.owen.ca. That is kaelem.moniz@ucc.owen.ca, and we'll see what we can do about it. So thanks again, Uche, and best of luck to you.
No worries. It really is my pleasure, guys.
Thank you.